returning to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now Pollard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 13. Mike 13. Watch the safety creep. 25. 65. 13. Mike 13.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney
There to make the grab.
And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
63 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Dobbins.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
McCann's got it teed up. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Baron Browning. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Barkley again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
McCann's got it teed up. Now Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off.
Risk of sounding just a little bit trite. This is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Pushes him over.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, They went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Jackson on first down.
Oh, looking for Andrews down. Deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jones, a quick throw out wide for Golladay.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
McCann's got it teed up. Now Pollard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, man.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down. Jones.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
McCann's got it teed up. Now Pollard. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here's Edwards again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
action. Now Jackson. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A give for Edwards running right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well.
This under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 3. Mike 3. And watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And Jackson throwing once more. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hunter Henry, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Barkley a first down and more. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
Partner, I like like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.